about 5 zones in the world that some researchers have pinpointed. And they've pinpointed specifically because people tend to live longer. A lot of centenarians, people who live to 100 or more, live in these zones, and they call them the blue zones. There's 5 of them in the world, at least as it was indicated by these studies. So the first one's Sardinia in Italy, Loma Linda in California, Okinawa, Japan, Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica, and Ikaria, Greece. And they looked at these populations and they saw that they're living as long as they were, and they started to figure out, okay, what was the common thread among all of them? What do all of these areas in the world have in common? And they found a list of about 10 things, roughly. The book, there was a book that was eventually written on this, goes into a little bit more detail, but there's a number of things. And I think a lot of them line up well with the big rocks that I've talked about before. So first and foremost, everyone should be having more vegetables. There's absolutely nothing wrong by increasing vegetables. So they had a high vegetable intake. They did like to have a lot of legumes specifically, and they at least in the physical activity side, there was a constant, moderate physical activity. So it was almost like activity was inseparable from life, at least in these regions. There was a really big emphasis on the social aspect, like purpose within the group, emphasis on family above everything, a really good mindset towards life, like to help reduce stress. Just putting everything in perspective was a big one. Definitely less smoking, almost no smoking, and what I think most people would like to hear is that there was a moderate alcohol intake. Specifically, wine was really big. And why do I bring this to your attention? I think because these places are very spread out in the world. Aside from Sardinia and Ikaria, they're very spread out in different continents and everything. And we have found the same things have a positive effect on your life. So I think if you start to follow some of these guidelines as part of your big rock, of course you're going to see better health outcomes for yourself and for your family. So increase the amount of vegetables you have, increase the amount of legumes, get more active as much as you can. If you're smoking, reduce the amount of smoking, put a little bit more emphasis on your family, become a little bit more social, have a little bit of alcohol, predominantly wine, to find ways to reduce your stress, improve your sleep. So the blue zones are areas in the world where people tend to live a little bit longer. What I say is we should steal some of their secrets to help you live a better life.